guys, as you can tell, I haven't uploaded for a bit after the Deadpool 3 video, because, the rest of the season's just been, I guess, just okay for House of Dragon. Last episode didn't really feel like a last episode, and you've probably seen a lot of people complain about it online, I guess. I mean, it's not a bad episode, but it still feels like they're just setting things up when it's literally the finale. I feel like what happened at the end of the previous episode should have actually been the finale, and this episode should have been like, I'd say, like the premiere episode of season 3, because that's what I feel like this is. This just feels like the premiere of season 3 instead of like the last episode of season 2. Like the previous episode actually felt like the last episode of season 2, but this episode just feels like the first episode of season 3, and we're not gonna get to see it continue for like basically a year, which is gonna be the biggest issue, and that's why a lot of people are just disappointed. Because yeah, it's just basically set up. This guy's just trying to get an alliance to help out you know the people that he's working with. Yeah, he's just trying to prove himself. He ends up having to fight some woman in the mud. It's just trying to get their alliance. Yeah, and then he's just pissed that he got scared off by three dragons, so he's just burning down the town, I guess. Yeah, and the word's being spread across the world, the Seven Kingdoms. This guy is just at his worst, just wanting to give up, but then this guy just tries to keep faith in him that he's gonna rule over the whole Seven Kingdoms, I guess. But he has to go into hiding to be able to do that, because if he stays here, either his brother's gonna kill him or the queen's gonna kill him. Yeah. So he hasn't really got much options really. And then she's still trying to survive out here by herself. Yeah. Which by the end, I guess she ends up finding safety. Um, the new Dragon Riders, talk with the Targaryens, I guess. The son having beef with him, I guess, not really liking him, especially the one from Phone Shop who's he's just weird, I guess. He's too jokey, and they don't really want jesters for people who are supposed to helping bring peace to the Seven Kingdoms. They want actual proper warriors. Yeah, and he just kind of hates that they're not true blooded. Yeah. And they're still just trying to sort things. Matt Smith, he ends up by the near the end of the episode, he has like visions of basically the stuff that happens in Game of Thrones. He sees the White Walkers. He sees the final Targaryen that's left standing, unless they're gonna do something where they've actually had family that ended up going into hiding and have been there for generations, to the point where you get to the end of Game of Thrones, Daenerys is dead, so maybe they could come out of hiding and take over. But imagine if they went in that direction, because we're basically watching a prequel where we already know what happens. But imagine if they just pull something out of their ass and just, hey, there was these Targaryens hiding in this place for generations, and now they're gonna come out after the ending of Game of Thrones and make some trouble. Cause yeah, who knows? I don't know what direction this is gonna go in, since basically there's two characters who knows the events of Game of Thrones. Well, maybe I'd say somewhat know the events of Game of Thrones and what happens to their people. Like Alicent's is it daughter, and Matt Smith's character, yeah, Damon. They basically know what's possibly gonna happen in the future. So thanks to that witch, for Matt Smith's character. Yeah. And, she just basically wants to keep her daughter alive and get out of this alive. He's trying to ally get an alliance with her, basically, because she can see the future and stuff, so probably can use that. But she doesn't want anything to do with this anymore. She just wants it to be over, and he's not gonna stop, I guess. He's just gonna end up dead. And this guy is just he's at his lowest point. This is kind of the only scene he really gets. Yeah, he's basically a failure. And yeah, this guy just has a mud fight with a woman and kicks her ass to get her army. And it gets a bit weird when I have a little party. He's just moody, I guess, and she's just trying to convince him that not to be down and actually live up to your name. Yeah, even though he's not maybe a full Targaryen. Yeah, and yeah, he's just getting a bit close with her, saying to be with her wives or whatever with that storyline. I just skip all that. And this is when they end up having a little bit of beef because, you know, the guy in the middle is just too jokey. Because these are supposed to be the ones who are gonna help restore peace to the kingdoms, since there's just so much chaos right now. And yeah, this is when he starts to see the visions of the future, I guess. Yeah. Like Daenerys, the White Walkers. I'm not sure if I can actually get a shot of them. I'll try play it. Hopefully not copyright, I guess, but you never know. He's just basically seeing everything that happens. Yeah. I just don't know if it shows the part of the White Walkers, but yeah. I just can't really get a shot, really. Basically seeing everything. You know, the Game of Thrones timeline, yeah, the White Walkers there. Yeah. Dead dragons, just yeah. I just wonder how much she actually knows, and then she basically tells some of the stuff from what's gonna happen to their family. You know, about like he's gonna basically die, Aegon's gonna take over, yeah, and let's see what he does with that knowledge anyway. Yeah. And you know, Matt Smith returns with his army, showing that he's still on the Queen's side, I guess. Yeah, like she's basically got all the power right now. And then hell, even there's still even more to come. But yeah, I guess he's having trouble with his shipwright and stuff. Yeah, whatever. Whatever with his storyline. Like, I guess he doesn't really respect him. Yeah, but he still has honor, so yeah. And she's just trying to survive still. But she ends up finding like one of the dragons, and she probably ends up riding it. Yeah, probably off screen. But it looks like it's eating someone. You know, she's still on yeah, the queen's side. I just wonder if Matt Smith and her are gonna butt heads in the next season, probably. And then Alicent ends up going to the Queen to stop bloodshed from happening and Aegon from dying. But after what happened with all the stuff in at the end of season 1 and all the stuff that's been going on at the beginning, she still wants blood for what happened to her son. So she wants to kill Aegon, and the only way to get Alicent's deal where she'll be able to leave in peace with no bloodshed is at least Aegon's head, even though I feel like it would make more sense if it was Aemon's head, since he's the one who's actually making all the trouble, and he's the one who actually killed the Queen's son, so, yeah. But it'd be hard to bring him down, yeah. But Aegon, he's at his weakest, so he's the easiest to kill, I guess. And she decides to make that deal to be free, yeah. Which, I guess, the Queen's surprised. She even, like, offers to, like, for the Queen to come with her, but, you know, I guess she has duties. But yeah, she leaves with the plan to make sure there's no war when she basically goes over to their place. They'll basically like just bow down to her, and she gets to kill Aegon. Yeah, but we'll see how that goes. Since basically the Alicent's daughter says that you know Aegon's gonna rule over, and Aemon's gonna die, but I don't know what's gonna happen to her then. Since there's a future where it shows that she's gonna be on the throne, so it's a bit confusing right now. Unless they're different timelines, I don't know. It's confusing. I mean, she's. I feel like Aegon's still gonna get away, but then Alicent's gonna die, and then she's gonna be on the throne. Then eventually, they're gonna take out probably the Queen, and then Aegon's gonna be on the throne. I feel like that's how it's probably gonna go. But yeah, it just feels mostly like just set up, just showing where all the characters are at the end. I guess everything that's about to happen, and how it's possibly not even gonna fully go right anyway. But yeah. Not really much else I can say. You just see all the characters in all the positions that they're in, and yeah, it's just an okay episode. It didn't really feel like a finale, and that's why I understand why people are not liking this episode. It just feels like the beginning of flipping season 3 instead of like the ending of season 2, which the last episode felt like the ending. But yeah, I'd say it's a decent episode. 7 out of 10, definitely not 10 out of 10, which if your episode's not even at least 8 or 9 when it's a finale, you've basically failed, which, yeah, it's definitely failed, but it wasn't a bad episode, but it didn't live up to what it should be for a finale, which is just very bad. But yeah, I still enjoyed the season. It's just it had some slow moments after some of the big moments, but yeah, I still enjoyed it. It wasn't bad. Better than anything from flipping the last two seasons of Game of Thrones. Yeah, because House of Dragon was perfect the first season. Season two had its great moments, but then it started to slow down a bit much, and it's left people disappointed, I guess. And hopefully, season three learns from that mistake. Like, they should have basically used their episode 7 as the finale instead of giving us this episode, which should have been like the premiere. Like, maybe found a way to like extend episode 7 in a way, like maybe cut it in half. But since they like to have over an hour episodes, that wasn't really gonna happen. Like maybe actually fully show like flipping aim and just destroying the place like how Daenerys did at the end of Game of Thrones, I guess. Which I hate that still to this day. But yeah, that's all I got to say. Let me know what you think down below. Did you like the episode, or did you not, like most people? But yeah, appreciate any of a like. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.